Welcome to Clearlake, one of Indiana's most sought after lake communities. I'm Oleg with Warner Real Estate. Let's go check out this property. All right, come on in. Immediately right when you step into the house, you just feel this sense of invitation. You know, it's warm, it's cozy. The wood in here is absolutely pristine, and you have this kind of cabin-like feel. And the other thing that happens is your eye is immediately drawn to these lake views. As you can see, the kitchen layout, dining, that true living space, everything is pointed to these beautiful panoramic views. They're completely uninterrupted, and we'll get into some of why that is later, just with this specific lot. You have these beautiful large windows, and they're bringing in all this natural light. What all this natural light does is really connect you even more with the exterior of the home, which is why you're buying this property in the first place, for this, the lake. Whether you're hosting family gatherings or coming up here for a weekend getaway, this house really adapts to your needs and what you're looking for in this lake living experience. As you can see, we're standing out here on the deck, and this is a truly expansive deck. I think we're close to 1,300 square feet on the deck, which is actually even more interior space than we have here on the top floor. But this is that extension outside. This is why you're up here. You're up here to be in nature. You're up here to enjoy all of the lake activities. And this is a ski lake, so you can boat, ski, jet ski, wake surf, and take a look at this view. Now, this is that panoramic, uninterrupted view that I was talking about. If we could take a second to look at the shoreline, we come to this just ever so slight peninsula, this little point down here with the neighbor's lot going off to the back, and your neighbor over here also kind of just swooping back around, uninterrupting this beautiful view. I want to take you through the 3 opportunities that this property offers. You could fix it up as is, you could add on to what's existing already, or you could completely start from scratch and build new. But right now what we're gonna do is focus on just finishing the property off as is, because really relatively low expense to do it. One of the key things that needs to be done is over the main door that overlooks the lake, there used to be a window there. That would bring in so much more natural light. Obviously, you'd essentially have this floor to ceiling window effect that would be brilliant to just finish off. And then as we pan around here, the other opportunity is here in the kitchen. The setup and location, the flow of everything is perfect as is, but just finishing off this kitchen, I'd probably just replace the kitchen cabinets and countertops. But if you really wanted to, you could work with what is existing, because most of these are actually in really good shape. As we swing over here, one thing I want to mention is the drywall has been replaced, painted. It does soften things up and break up the space a little bit. I love the idea of a book kind of nook here and just having a cool, cozy reading spot. As we swing over this way, we make our way into the bathroom, which is another area of the house that needs to have the renovation. Replacing this vanity, maybe even with something smaller, just so that it doesn't feel so tight in here. And then we have to add a shower. We have a brand new toilet. I'd probably just replace that too while you're in it. Make sure that everything has that cohesive look to it. When we get into the bedrooms, not a whole lot needs to be done. They're relatively small. Paint, finish off this drywall here in this room. And this wood that's throughout the house, it's redwood. It is absolutely pristine. It has been so well maintained over the years. The rooms offering the drywall and the wood, cozy feel, super approachable. I'd keep it. And I love the fact that this vaulted ceiling here runs throughout the whole house, and you get the same effect through the bedrooms, into the living space. And so relatively low expense to do what we're talking about here, to finish this space off as is. Now, what we'll do is head downstairs and show where we can add on some living space where this existing deck is here on the west side of the house. Yeah, so people talk about properties being unique. This view is completely irreplaceable. The uniqueness of this property is what makes it so important. It adds to the cost. We're on the lake. We have 2 lots here, which is something we're going to mention here pretty shortly. But we also have 2 lots in the back. And as you can see, a lot of people are putting garages. This guy has a 3-car garage, 2-car garage. I'd imagine that you could put a 3-car garage back here. We have 80 feet, and they look like they probably have a little less than 80 feet. All right, so now we are ground level, and this space was traditionally used as storage and a workshop. I could envision this space finished off. And so we have some utilities down here. Obviously, you're not gonna wanna get into those. And you could use this space pretty much as it was before. Continue to keep this pretty much as a 2-car garage, use it as storage for your boats, lake toys, or I could see a situation, like I said, where you finish this space off and it becomes extra living space. Maybe you don't want to do the external stairs. I think that this space provides a ton of potential and opportunity. One, to add value, but most importantly, to make this a practical lake home for you and your loved ones, creating those rich experiences here on the lake that you're looking to. And not just finishing this space, because this is a direct mirror of the space up above it, but even extending out underneath this deck, reconfiguring the stairs and adding on livable square footage here beside the property. All right, so when you buy a house, you're not just buying a house, you're buying into a community. So let's go check out Fremont, Indiana and see what they have to offer. All right, we're downtown here in Fremont, Indiana at What the Fork. We're gonna go check it out. All right, we're here with Brianna at What the Fork. Just tell us a little bit about What the Fork.
Yes, this is a business by 2 best friends that opened this place. They love the organic, non-GMO, high-quality food. A lot of meals that you can't get around here. You would have to drive to Fort Wayne to get meals like we make around here. We smoke all of our own meats. Seafood's always fresh. Just wonderful food.
Awesome. And tell us a bit about what makes Fremont so unique.
It's a small town. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody helps everybody. We all support the local businesses around here. It's just a really great school. Great people.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Yes. I appreciate it. And we actually enjoyed a meal at What the Fork last week. Maybe just do it again. So,
yeah, thank you.
All right, just finished up at What the Fork. We're gonna go to Ruggiano's, Pizzas and Subs, pretty well known around town, and I've heard excellent things about it, so let's go check them out. Woo, chilly out here. At this point, this is where you put like the the like 3 a.m. sexy black man voice. Oh, baby. I feel like the Italian, like. All right, now we're at Sadek Winery here in Fremont, Indiana, kind of in between Lake James and Clearlake where our listing is. We're gonna go in here. They have free wine tastings. They've got award-winning wines and some new ownership. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a look. I'm here with Becky with Sadek Winery here in Fremont, Indiana, and we want to know what makes Sadek Winery so special.
I love the connection we have to the public. People, whether they're local or they're traveling across the United States or around the world, they actually know what quality is. There are so many great products that are grown in our area that we are very, very specific on what types of fruit that we will accept. That makes up our wines. We are the oldest winery in Northeast Indiana, but that says a lot about quality. We know what we're doing. Lots of shopping. Great restaurants too.
What do you think makes Fremont so unique?
It's a homey area. You feel very welcome. I think the warm and welcoming of the people, that's what makes it. It's so close to large cities, but it's a little getaway. You're never too far away from, if you want to have a lot of action, the cities are there.
Yeah.
It's just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I really appreciate you taking some time to talk to us, and thank you for letting us kind of tour Sadek Winery.
You're welcome.
It's awesome. Thanks. All right, thank you for coming on this tour with me today. And if you're looking for a lake house with a view, this may just be the community for you. I'm Oleg with One Real Estate, and if you're interested in hearing more about our listing, seeing more details, visit onerealestatellc.com for more information.